characters are, you know, they have personalities, but like, he just picks the wrong girl. It's like, what are you doing? Yeah, that's my complaint. Other people are gonna be like, no, you're wrong, Nick. Waifu wars. This other girl's better.
Waifu wars. I declare waifu war.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare waifu war.
Oh man.
Let's be on the show intro.
In before Flame Nick. Yeah, no, like.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Anime Summit podcast. And I'm your favorite main bitch, Femtaku, Sam, the bomb, the turkey tom, with a little bit of extra garlic aioli on the side, with a bag of chips. And in those bag of chips, I have the Dancing Danny.
What up, y'all? Kiss, kiss, fall in love.
Kiss, kiss. That song is really catchy. And
I love that song.
And next to that bag of chips, I also have a tall Diet Coke. But instead of ice, I put in that ice cold, no tear Nick.
Roses are red, violets are blue.
You think you're so
romantic.
You think you're
so romantic.
You think you're so smooth.
You think you're so slick. Too slick, no tear Nick.
Too slick Nick that steals stuff from Reddit. But it's okay. I had the soundbite, all right?
So, you know we got a theme of romance, as what Nick said just now. It's so romantic. We got a theme of romance. You know why? Because next week is Valentine's Day, where everybody gets hit with Cupid's arrow and they do stuff and they have sex, whatever. Now, let me just get this out of the way so people aren't sipping on haterade right away, okay? Now, Valentine's Day is notorious for being hated. It's like cool to hate Valentine's Day or some dumb shit, okay? I hate it, okay? I think it's kind of a little dumb. I agree, it's a little dumb. But you know what? It doesn't have to be like with a person. You could have Valentine's Day with your dog because your dog is
with your body pillow
because you love, or your body pillow, or
with your waifu.
With your waifu,
Kotonoha body pillow.
You could have Valentine's Day because you love your favorite video game, and you're like, you know what, Valentine's Day, I'm gonna play this all day because I love it. Okay, let's just celebrate love in general. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I'm alone and single, blah blah blah. Okay, that doesn't make you. You make you.
Boo boo boo
boo boo boo people bullshit. Okay.
My personal opinion on Valentine's Day is, like, I like Valentine's Day. I like the fact that, like, you get to spend it with, like, your special someone or anything like that. But right now, I really don't care about it because every time I see, you know, hearts and flowers and shit, I just get sad. And I'm just all like, I don't like this month.
You can find Danny on Tinder. Make sure you swipe.
No, you won't. No, you won't.
You guys
I got
know
rid
cool
of that
fact?
shit a long time ago.
Okay, you
True fact,
say your cool
hearts are the shape of butts.
That's true.
That's what they're based on.
And boobs in certain ways.
No, that's from prison school. The real man of taste is a butt man, you know, because they gained, you know, because humans used to walk on all fours, and that was the original eye level, right? So then, you know, we evolved to stand up. The boobs got up the eye level.
I myself
figured it out in prison school. So
I myself am an ass woman. Okay, I can't quit the booty. I just can't.
I'm an ass gal too.
I can't quit the
I'm
butt.
everything, all of the above. I'm greedy.
I'm greedy.
I'm greedy.
So
if you're not 11 out of 10.
So
then
Nick,
get out of here.
So Nick's got a fun fact. I also got a fun fact. This is super, and when I look back at it, this is super gay. Okay, but when I was in high school, that's where I met Trisha, and our first date, I asked it on Valentine's Day, and we went to the mall.
Rookie mistake.
Rookie mistake, because now
you're supposed to go after, because then you don't have to give a gift.
Right. So now So that's when I asked her also to be my girl. I was like, "Will you be my girlfriend?"
Aww,
So cheesy.
So cute.
So cheesy.
So cheesy.
I bought her. We went to FYE and I bought her a little domo.
FYE. Oh
Yeah, it's like a media store. It's got anime music.
Is that like for your entertainment?
Yeah, for your entertainment. Yeah, but now it's.
I totally guessed on that.
Yeah, that store kind of sucks now. But they used to have all kinds of like music and all kinds of anime that you couldn't find anywhere else, and I don't know. Anyway, so now
back when Suncoast got out of business.
I have a Suncoast video sign that goes above. It's like a marquee and it says anime. It went above the anime section because my cousin Mario used to work at Suncoast at that same mall actually. So shout out to Marmar, who got me into anime actually. So anyway, next week on Wednesday, I will have been with Trisha for 10 years.
Wow! Holy
the
shit!
decade mark.
Balls.
It doesn't.
Hey, our anime is 10 years old.
Oh, that's crazy. Okay, look, see, it doesn't seem that way though to me. Okay, like it seems like only a couple years ago we were driving around in cars and fucking shit up and having sex in the car and shit, and now all we do is work all the time. And all I do is
because we're adults.
all I do is record this stupid podcast all the time. It's fucking stupid.
Hey,
Podcast
hey,
sucks.
Hey now, hey now.
I'm just kidding. I'm kind of kidding. Anyway, so like, listen,
We're half kidding.
Listen,
You know, it's fine.
I'm gonna devote my recording on this episode to Trisha because she puts up with me
cute.
way more than she has to, and me coming out as like trans recently doesn't help that at all. Because her herself suffers for like, you know, she has anxiety and all that stuff, and she's still like is able to look at me and be like, "Yeah, you're right." She's like, "You're right." I mean, like I'll do it with you, but
whatever.
Actually,
TY babe.
not to get in. Well, never mind. I was gonna say there's some other prominent anime journalist figures who basically are in a similar situation to you guys. All it's like reverse, where it's like males. But yeah, anyway. So yeah,
no,
famous
totally.
people make it work.
Totally, people make
No,
it.
they're
work.
not famous. They're just anime Twitter famous.
What are you, Tim Gunn? Make it work. Make it work.
Deep beep boop beep.
Don't fucking start with that.
That's all I'm
Okay, sorry.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
no.
So that was kind of a long intro. I'm sorry. Anyway, so today's
And that was an
topic.
inside joke.
Today, yeah. Oh god. Now,
The critic.
now it's
All
gonna
right,
be
move
stuck
on.
in my head all day. So anyway, today's topic, as you can already fucking tell, we are talking about romance in anime, couples in anime, fucking in anime, where they fuck each other with their dicks and vaginas. And
Well, it's not a hentai episode, so we could probably.
hey, last Valentine's Day, that's what we did. But this time we're going a little more sophisticated, if you know what I'm saying, because I like it shaken, not stirred. Am I doing that right?
Pushy octo.
Is that
not
right?
Septo.
How do you do that? Shaken, not stirred. Stirred.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
That's
There you
pretty
go.
good, right? Stirred.
It's the quickening.
It's a quickening.
There can be only one.
Stirred. But like, yeah, no. Like,
Okay.
Do you ever play Cards Against Humanity and get the picture of Sean Connery, like
No.
butt naked, pretty much?
No. No.
There's a card like that.
I think that's an
That's
expansion.
Yeah.
It's like Crabs Against Humidity or something like that. So, yeah, we're going to talk about romance in anime, couples in anime, love in anime, and I'm going to give the mic to Nick, no to your Nick, for the news. Boop.
All right. Welcome to the news.
All right, cut that part out right there, too.
So Crunchyroll is getting Steins Gate. Apparently they didn't have it before, but now it's on there. And also the Steins Gate 0 countdown has finally gone down, and there's a bunch of promo art out there, so it's pretty fucking sick. It's coming out in the spring, I believe, and not 100%, but I think we might do something Steins Gate themed in the future before that. We'll see. Anyway, Steins Gate. If you haven't seen it, check it out. Sam, I'm gonna make you watch that. Danny, if you haven't seen it yet,
I'll watch it, but I'll cut
God help
out
you.
the first 2 episodes probably, and then I'll watch it.
wait, what?
Nothing. Don't worry. Keep going.
You're just gonna cut out the first, just skip the first episode. All right. Anyway, then there's also some more Crunchyroll. They've added Ergo Proxy and Darker Than Black. If you haven't seen Ergo Proxy, it's a pretty cool little dystopian show. A lot of philosophical themes and pretty good dub.
It was
It's
like
really
2000
fun.
and...
It has Best Girl Pino, the little robot girl.
That's a pretty old
Awesome.
one. Now that I'm thinking
Actually,
about it,
if it's on Crunchyroll, it might not have the dub, but either way, it's good. So
it's an old one. It's like 2010 or something, right? Ergo Proxy?
no, it's like 07, I think.
Oh, even older.
roughly.
Okay, shit.
Yeah. So yeah, a couple of Crunchyroll news and then we have another quick one. There's a Kakegurui. There's the Yumeko nendoroid that got released. Me and Danny really want that because Danny just finished that show, and it's like
Oh yeah.
they have the Ahagao face on the Nendo.
It's so
Dude,
cute.
I watched
It's
it.
so freaking cute.
There's
I
a
want it.
She has like cards in her hand, and yeah, I can post a link here.
Post a link.
Boom.
Post a link
Dude,
right now so I can order.
So
it.
good. She has the crazy.
I
want to
read the manga
flush.
too. Like after I literally started it yesterday and I finished it yesterday. So I pretty much binged it yesterday. And after you know, what I normally do is after I finish a show and I get really into it, I automatically go to Google and research about it, and I
Research
want
the
to read the
dojins
manga.
and all the porn for the show. That's what I
Not
do.
even the porn, you asshole.
Straight up. You just gotta.
Or the other
ruin
way
it.
around. Sometimes I discover stuff like Spice and Wolf. That's how I discovered it. You know. Anyway,
I just want to watch the porn.
shout out to Space Battleship Yamato. $21.99.
Jesus Christ.
All right. Then another piece of news. There's like two more quick ones. So Netflix is teaming up with Production IG, Bones, and Studio Wit to help co-produce anime. There's not many details out yet, but you know, it's going to give a boost. It's going to help out these companies. We've already seen what they can do with Devilman Crybaby, and you know that presumably they helped out with in some way with like Little Witch Academia, Violet Evergarden, this type of thing. So like Netflix is really gonna give a big boost to the anime. We've already like talked about that last year when it was all announced. So yeah, it's pretty sick. Teaming up.
Awesome.
That's just a quick one. And then the last one real quick is, so Reddit recently changed their like pornography not safe for work policies, and it's like the way it's worded is really it's like really vague, and like you can interpret it in a lot of different ways, which is kind of scary because like with anime they have a lot of content with like high schoolers and middle schoolers or whatever, and like some of the wording in there would mean that they would have to ban that content. So it's like the R anime subreddit would just like disappear. But it looks like today, as we're recording this, at least they've had a temporary solution. So we can post that in the show notes. But yeah, it's like they just post these really vague rules. It's like, oh, there's a quote in here. It's let's see. Depending on the context, it can include depictions of minors that are fully clothed and not engaged in overt sex acts. It's like, okay, what does that mean?
Wait, so you were saying this was Reddit?
Yeah, I'll link it in the show notes.
It's really funny because me and Danny were talking last night about it. Like, we don't even use Reddit.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's like
I
one of the
don't
biggest.
understand it
It's one of
too
the biggest
much.
websites on the internet. So
No, I know.
It has like
No,
over
we
half a
know.
million anime subs and all that. So
No, we know.
you know.
We're like aware of
Yeah,
aware
we
of
know.
it. It's just that we
Reddit
don't
is a
we're
forum.
old grandmas and we're all like, I don't understand this.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
All you do, it's just like Twitter but better. You just make an account and then you subscribe to stuff.
I
and
don't
then
understand.
You don't have to post
I
anything.
don't
You don't have
understand.
to post. You just click on shit.
My grandson Nick has to teach me.
All right, Granny.
They're saying your name on the Family Man. What?
The first thing you got to do is take out your dentures.
Is that the one with the talking fish? No, that's American Boy.
Matlock is on.
Yeah, man. Oh, man.
All right.
What else you got?
That's it for news. Yep, pretty much.
Sweet.
A little bit slow. So yeah, and then we have
Yeah, it
we got the
is.
best couple section.
All right. So for Valentine's Day,
next
for
segment.
romance, episode, Danny was like, "No, let's not choose best waifu. Let's choose best couple."
Hell yeah.
I don't know. I kind of I almost last minute want to change mine, but I'm not gonna.
You can if you want. I don't care.
I almost kind of.
We should all change ours last minute. 1, 2, 3, go. Chaos.
All right, Nick, you start because you're. I listen.
No, I was already
disorganized.
talking. You guys go first.
Oh, okay. Well, I chose Yusuke Urameshi and Keiko Yukimura from Yu Yu Hakusho because
Nice.
it's like, you know, what better way to end that anime? You know what I mean? Than to just
Yeah.
for Keiko to finally be like, "You fucking dick! Like, you went off and turned into a demon and all this shit, fighting people. I'm afraid every day you're gonna fucking die." And all of a sudden, you just show up.
Because you died once,
Right.
and I don't want you to die again.
And she's still just like, whatever, I love you. I'm glad you're back. It doesn't matter. You know?
Yeah. And she slaps him sometimes. Yusuke, you idiot.
Yeah, you idiot.
Classic 90s anime.
Yeah,
Everyone just
classic.
gets slapped.
If you haven't seen Yu Yu Hakusho yet.
Laura Bailey, you're awesome.
Laura
Shout out
Bailey.
to
Yeah,
Laura
Laura
Bailey.
Bailey does also the dub for Shin-chan.
For the dub.
And
yeah.
she plays Shin-chan. She does it so well. It's so fucking funny.
And she plays Keiko.
Yeah, she plays
as
Keiko.
well.
Yep. Yeah. So, like, if you haven't seen Yu Yu Hakusho, watch the dub, though, for sure. Anyway.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, who's it on the Discord
so
who
good.
didn't? Shame.
Trevor, he was watching it
Trevor
suck.
watched it. Yeah, he watched it.
He's like,
he watched
he's like,
it.
wow, I got
sub.
60 episodes in, and no one told me to watch the dub. Like,
Well,
that's the first thing I say.
that's
whenever
the
I talk
fucking
about
that's the problem with the whole dub versus sub thing and everyone being elitist and going, oh, the sub is always better. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like that's the problem.
It's a case by case, and all you got to do is just come up to Nick, no to your Nick, and be
No.
like, Nick, what's
No,
the best
seriously.
one? And then I'll tell you.
No, seriously, Nick knows. Yeah, Nick will know. Like literally, do not listen to those elitist bastards. Ask Nick, like please, from now on.
I'm not a
And me.
And Danny.
And
I'm
me
down
as
to
well.
earth.
Because Danny and Nick tend to watch both and then just continue on with the one that's better. Anyway.
No, Danny watches the wrong ones too. She watches dubbed Little Witch.
Listen,
and
man.
K on dub.
Listen, man.
How do you watch
I
K
liked
on
it.
dub?
Okay, we're not
Stop,
talking
back
about
me up.
this. We're not talking
Oh
about
yeah, Danny,
this.
what
We're
do you
not
got for
talking about
best
this.
couple?
I have
Should be a crime.
I have Takeo and Rinko Yamato from My Love Story.
I would not mind
They're-
getting in a threesome with these two. Let's just say that.
These two are so freaking cute. If you haven't seen My Love Story, go watch it. It's on it's on Crunchyroll. It's on Crunchyroll and Hulu. So the opening and the ending are top notch.
Is
They're like
there a-
landing on
like-
strawberries or like riding on
Yes.
top of them.
There's a
They're-
live
they're-
action movie of this,
it's
isn't
so
there?
cute. Yeah, there is a live action
The
movie
guy
about
who
it,
plays
too.
him they did it pretty good. Like
Yeah, it's spot on. I didn't actually get to watch it, but
I haven't seen it. I just seen pictures.
Yeah, I've seen pictures of it, but these two, oh man, they're so cute. They're like
Yeah, you got the big giant
couple.
gorilla guy who you know is just going to destroy that girl if they ever do it someday.
God.
She comes up to, she's like belt buckle
he has
height to
ruin
him.
it. He has to ruin it.
You always have to go right
Dude,
there to
my
it.
He just has
my
to go
favorite
there.
part is like Demolition D when he still made videos way back. He made one about this where the girl there's a scene where she walks away and trips. I don't know if you remember that, but she trips and then he like zooms out and there's like all these flashing images and the Legend of the Galactic Heroes music starts playing and she's floating in space. It's like the
Oh my
funniest fucking thing.
God.
I'll show you guys the video later. Dude, good show though. Yeah.
Yes, amazing show. Okay, Nick, your turn.
All right, yeah, dude. Kotonoha and Motoko from School Days. Yeah.
I don't
Or
agree. but
sorry,
whatever.
Makoto. I pronounced that wrong. Makoto. I was thinking of. I mixed that with the major from Ghost in the Shell for some reason. I wrote it wrong. Dude, School Days though. Think about it.
No.
He doesn't like in the third episode, or it was like maybe the second or first episode. He like gets with her, Kotonoha, because like she's this hot girl, and then he's like, yeah, I want her to be my girlfriend, and then later he's like, I don't think I like her anymore. But then he's still like leading her along, and it's so shitty, but so real because people do that in real life, you know, just to get some.
Unfortunately.
And then there's this whole thing, and in the end, love triumphs. Let's not spoil, but let's just say love triumphs. All right? And there's a boat, and it's great. So, yeah.
There's a boat. I'm a boat. I'm on a boat. Okay, let's move on to our main topic.
Listen, So, like, there's not really a certain linear way we're going to do this. We're just going to talk about the best loves in anime. Okay, no, this is not like a I'd ship them thing. This is literally just, listen. The way that she looks at the potato in Attack on Titan is how I want the person that loves me to look at me, you know?
And I'm sure Trisha does look at you like that.
Sometimes. She normally looks at Smokey like that. And it's like, cool.
And Luna.
Those damn cats. But, yeah, no. Like, I mean, I'll just start off. Like, I got some things written down here, right? Like, okay, because we can't forget about the freaking queers in anime, okay? We can't forget about the fucking gay people, okay? I like gay people. Danny's gay.
I do too. Yeah.
In a bad way, but you know.
Really?
In a bad way? What? Okay.
Well, this is news to me.
But no, like, okay,
right.
Sailor Uranus and Sailor Neptune. They're the OG queer couple. Let's be serious.
Yes, they are. Yes,
For
they
anime?
are.
Except like when they came
There's
to
probably something in the 70s that happened.
except when they came to America, the original dub, they made them cousins.
Dude, that's
But
even,
you can
that's
clearly,
even better though.
But yeah, but you can clearly tell that like even when America made them cousins, you can clearly tell that they're a couple.
Yeah, so everyone watching it was like, ugh, like.
Yeah, but everyone just like embraced it and was all like the lesbian cousins, they're amazing.
They're just like, well, it's Japan, so I mean, you know.
Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much what it was. Oh well, it's Japan.
Maybe they like
so,
do that
you know,
over
it's
there.
to be expected.
But I have some other things written down. Oh, like currently, and we won't talk about this super on this episode, but we will on the next seasonal app. But like After the Rain, ooh,
Yeah,
that's gonna.
There's a lot of current recent ones.
Yeah, there's actually a lot of current.
Blend S from a season ago. That's a great Valentine's show.
Oh, Sudazura Children.
There you go.
There you
I
go.
can't understand what my husband is saying. The short anime, in case you guys haven't seen
I
it.
love that.
I didn't
Woo!
watch that one.
That dude, Sam,
That
it's
one's pretty
really
good.
good. It's really
It's
short.
really short.
It's like 2
easy
minutes.
to watch.
2-minute
Yeah.
episodes. We're gonna make you watch it after this episode. You're gonna like it. You might actually cry.
Oh God. Okay, I'll watch it. link me the Mal page when you get a second.
To be fair, Sam cries at everything.
That's
so.
true.
Always crying Sam.
When
That's
Nick
what we call him.
when Nick stubbed his toe, I cried. I was like, "Are you okay?"
There's a
Who
famous
are
Reddit
you?
comment where like a guy was talking about his wife, his pregnant wife, and he's like, "Did you know that swans can be gay?" And then she starts crying. So everyone like made a meme out of
Well,
that.
he started writing them down, and then like you go to the
Yeah,
second page, and the second page was like, she remembered that swans could be gay. Oh man, but yeah, no, like,
Hey, speaking of swans, Princess Tutu.
there you go.
It's not really swans. She's more of a duck, but whatever. Swan Lake.
It's based on.
Yeah, Swan Lake, right?
It's based on Swan Lake. Yes.
So let me
I
ask
think
you.
they- yeah.
Let me ask you guys this. Because you know, like, there's a lot of anime out there that will do the. You know, these two characters are supposed to like get together, but nothing fucking happens, and it's fucking annoying, kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, wasn't that?
It's
God,
like
there's
every-
a really long one that happened. Was it Ranma?
Oh, I bet.
Ranma 1/2? I feel like that might be one of them that did it.
I bet. I've never watched
I haven't
it.
seen it. I know there's like a lot of filler in that. So anyway,
I've never watched it all the way
Uh,
through, but yeah.
Ranma half, like, I haven't finished watching it, nor did I finish reading it, but,
That's a
it's a manga. Ranma, they, like, kind of, like, Ranma, and I forget the girl's name. Fuck, I can't remember.
it's fine.
But, like, they like are engaged, and like everyone is telling them that they're engaged and all that kind of stuff, and then all this shit happens, like Shampoo comes into play and wants to kill Rama because of the whole whenever like he turns into a female, then like she wants to kill him, but then once he becomes a man again, she's like in love with him and all that kind of stuff. So they're you can tell that like the main girl protagonist and Ranma are like they like each other, but at the same time they're all like, well, I hate you, I'm not gonna get married to you, blah blah blah. So but I don't know what happens at the end, in all honesty.
Yeah, that's another Rumiko Takahashi one. She did Inuyasha and My Koku and stuff.
Oh, Inuyasha does the same thing.
That's true, actually.
On.
It's like one of the movies they kiss, but that's not technically not canon. So
I haven't even seen all of those shows. I haven't seen any Ranma, but I've seen a little bit of Inuyasha. All I've done is like I've heard about people talk about it.
I've watched most of Ranma, but I haven't read it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So anyway,
old shows anyway, they don't matter. Am I right?
They do.
So what I was gonna ask you guys was, so like a lot of animes do that BS. Okay, even current animes do that. What was the first anime you watched where the main couple or even the main characters finally just like they kissed each other and you were like, oh, thank the fucking Lord, you guys finally admitted your shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. First one, I don't know. I mean, in Urameshi, My Love Story, they get together right away. We already mentioned that one.
Yeah, I think you said that. Yeah. The first one I saw was Nadesco, but in between that and the next one I saw was a long fucking time. Tell you that right now.
Yeah, you gotta watch everything though.
Right.
Ouran High School Host Club kind of does that.
They do that.
Well, with one of the couples,
it's
right?
Like they hint it, It's like, fuck.
With
just bone each other already. We know you want to bone each other.
Yeah, but then the manga, I read the manga, and it finally happens. I'm not going to say who, but it finally happens.
There's I think the first one where they get together right away. Shoot, I don't know. I can't think of the first one. I guess like Amagami SS. It's like those omnibus little romances.
Yeah.
They'd have to because they only have like 2-episode arcs. So right away they just kind of like confess and go on like little dates and stuff, and like that's the whole point of the show.
See, because like
it's pretty cute. So
because for my best couple, right, that I chose, they're together right away. Like it's like you go into the anime like they're dating. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's just like
they like each other. They don't even say that they're dating really. They just like you can tell that they like each other
and that they're like together
and that they're very important to one another, but they don't really say that they're
it's like episode
like,
1. Episode 1 with Yu Yu Hakusho they're together because or not together because like let's not actually not spoil episode 1 because like it's really good.
That's a big
Yu Yu
part
Hakusho.
of it, yeah. But anyway,
but like something happens and then like you can tell that Keiko really cares about Yusuke, so
it's like pretty obvious, yeah.
It's right away.
Yeah.
So it's like so then you're not worried about it. You know what I mean? You're going through the rest of the show, just watching Yusuke and company be badass, and it's fine.
Yeah, I would say for me the first one that I can remember watching with like the couple gets together right away is Bakemonogatari with Senjigahara and Aragi, because this was one of the shows that got me back into anime. Like I was out of it for half a dozen years or so, came back in. This one and like Spice and Wolf and Steins Gate were like the couple of the first 3 and Kill la Kill that brought me back in. So and then like Bakemonogatari, I haven't seen it in like 3.5 years, but it's like it's either episode 1 or 2 they get together. Like Senjigahara just like artfully proposes to him that they become a couple. And that's what Shaft does. It's kind of this like peak Shaft moment, studio Shaft.
Shaft.
Where it's like they got all these like flashing text cards and head tilts. And Senjigahara pulls out a bunch of staplers and like sharp objects and threatens him. It's a fear boner. It's great.
Mine, I would have to say, like right off the bat, like where the characters are together, would be My Love Story. But before My Love Story, it was On My Goddess, because
I haven't seen that one yet.
Because
I have it on DVD, Nick.
Keiichi and Belle Dandy when Keiichi accidentally calls Heaven, and then Heaven brings, sends Belldandy to give Keiichi a wish and stuff like that. And like, he thought this was all a joke and everything. So, he's all like, well, I want you to be my girlfriend. And she's all like, okay. And then all of a sudden, Belldandy is by Keiichi's side, and like he freaks out that like all of a sudden, whoa, this is real. So, and like you see their relationship progress, and like all the characters that come into play, like, Scold wants to break them up and stuff. Wants to help Keiichi be a little bit more romantic and a little bit more manly with Belldandy and stuff. And I love that show. That show is really great.
Have you read the manga?
So, I haven't actually, and I want to, but at the same time, I kind of like I have the anime and the OVA and the movie in a special place in my heart, where like I'm content with just watching it and not reading it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So, but at the same time,
excuse me.
I'm told that like some of the other goddesses that like are stationed in heaven, I forgot what the girl's name was. But like there's a little bit more side stories in the manga with some of the other goddesses that stay in heaven and stuff.
Yeah,
so
that manga ran a long
like,
ass time. There's 48 volumes. It ran until 2014.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a really yeah. I mean, same thing with My Love Story. My Love Story, right off the bat, like, Takeo and Yamato are together. Like, Takeo was so dense, like, he thought that Yamato had a crush on Senna. And Senna's just there like, no, dude, like, I don't like her. She likes you. Like, so
what do you...
And their relationship is really cute, too.
I was going to say, you took the Usagi drop strategy. Don't read the manga.
Don't read the manga.
I was trying to think of the name of that show.
You're
I'm like,
going to have a bad time.
Yeah, doesn't exist. It's fine.
So let me ask you all this, though. What are some of your... Like, if somebody came up to you and said, I want an anime that's easy to watch and is a romance. Like, how would you approach their ass? You know what I'm saying? Like, how would you tell them?
I think you start with something a little shorter. Or maybe even a movie.
Well, like 10, 12 episodes? That's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
because
like
I would say, yeah.
Because as I was going through my mail today when I'm going through my mail today trying to write down notes for this episode, I was like, oh, I wonder how I would recommend some of these. If somebody
start with Sailor Moon, watch 1,000,000 episodes.
Because if somebody like told me, like, Sam, I'm not really big into anime, but I want to watch something romantic. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, I looked up a top list. You guys want to read some of them off?
Yeah.
I'll rattle a couple off. So,
did you post it on here? Let me see it.
Yeah, it's on the bottom. There's a Forever Geek list from 2012, so this one's a little old. Kimi no Todoke. Don't know. I haven't seen that one. Danny's seen that one, I believe. Or Kimi ni Todoke.
Kimi no... What's the English? Do you know what the...
It has the girl with the long grudge hair and then the guy. I know Mac didn't like this one.
From something. Shit, I forgot what the name of it was.
Everyone calls it Kimi no Todoke, but...
Yes, yeah. I've seen that. That one's great. Yes, From Me to You. Yeah, that show is amazing, and the manga's just as great.
I love the art.
It's 25 episodes. The problem with this list here, I'm looking at them all, is like they're all 25 episodes because they're older shows.
Yeah, a lot of that, like Ouran High School Host Club is like 26.
School Rumble is like 50 because it has like 2 seasons.
School Rumble is a lot, yeah.
School Rumble is fucking awesome though. Like,
School Rumble is
such a good
amazing.
dub. I would recommend that to anybody, period, regardless of your taste.
Yeah, regardless.
So I'm just saying because, like, okay, like without recommending, like, without saying things like, oh, your name or 5 centimeters or anything, you know what I'm saying? Like, what would you You
Oh
know?
yeah, your name is a good one. I mean, it's just a movie,
Right? But I mean, like that's
like Ouran
the
High
obvious
School
one, right?
Host Club is
That's
is
a
like
good
a
one.
really solid one, and School Rumble. Those are like a couple that I would really just start with.
I think Ouran's on Netflix too.
It
Ouran
was.
is
I don't
on
know.
Netflix.
It is on Netflix.
No, it is. It is
still
on
is.
Netflix.
Okay.
Yes,
Because I think
it
I
still
downloaded
is.
the episodes, but those like expire after a while. So
So if you got
on, like,
Netflix,
the Netflix
No,
thing.
it's still on Netflix. If like someone wanted to watch a romance or like a romantic comedy or a dramedy, Ouran High School Host Club is a given. Fruits Basket is a given.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that. Yet.
Like those, like Fruits Basket is 24, Ouran is 26. I would, if they would want like a 12 to 13 episode series, I would recommend My Love Story,
think that one
Paradise
has-
Kiss.
My Love Story has 2 seasons though. If I
Oh,
remember.
no, I'm sorry. Oh, crap. My Love Story has 24. But for a 12 to 13, Paradise Kiss, definitely. That's by the creator who did Nana. If you guys haven't watched Nana, Nana is very good as well.
that was on Netflix too. Is it still on Netflix?
Nana, I think it's still on
I'm looking
Netflix.
right
I'm not
now.
sure.
No, it's
But
not.
Nana,
Damn.
Nana is actually another like romance dramedy.
I love the art in that. Like it looks so. I
yeah,
never got to watch it. It's not on
yeah.
Netflix anymore. But yeah.
Oh. Sorry.
Paradise Kiss is actually, I like Paradise Kiss better than Nana.
But that's
So-
by the same person though, right?
It's by the same person, yeah, but like Paradise Kiss is shorter than Nana. She
Pitch it to us.
Yaza-
Elevator
Yazawa?
pitch. 2 sentences.
Yazawa, she focused more of her career with Nana than Paradise Kiss. But what Paradise Kiss is it's more about fashion, and this girl Yukari, I want to say she's like a know-it-all. She's like
like a Hermione.
a hardworking, yeah, she's like she studies hard and everything. She wants to go to a good college and everything like that. And then all of a sudden she meets this designer named George. George is really hot, by the way.
It's always every
and,
anime character.
Oh,
Most of them.
but like she just like got mesmerized by him and stuff, and she decided that she is going to model for them, because at their school there's like a couple of characters who make clothes. There's George, Miwako, Arashi, and Isabella. Arashi. I can't. I'm like butchering the names. I'm sorry.
You put an extra raw in there.
You gotta roll your
Arashi.
R's like me.
Stutter.
You gotta roll your R's like me
Stop.
and Nick. Me and Nick just be like.
Whatever. But like the four of them, they design clothes.
Dang, I
and
said
their
elevator pitch. This is the life story.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I mean, in like
Whatever.
2
I'm
sentences.
terrible. I'm terrible at pitching. Like I
Oh,
literally
man.
go into
Here's what
detail.
we'll do.
I'm really terrible.
We're all gonna balance it out. You guys will go with your long stories, and then I will just have 1-word answers.
One word answer.
Then we'll still be in time.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, it's very. The opening is very cute. I love the opening. But like, if you're familiar, in all honesty, if you're familiar with Nana, then you would definitely like Paradise Kiss, like hands down.
For sure.
There's really like, my best friend actually introduced me to Paradise Kiss. She's like, you should watch this. And I'm like, okay. And I watched it. So like, dude, I'm hooked. Like, I want more.
Okay, so
I added that to my plan to watch.
so before I ask
And
my
then,
next, go ahead, Nick.
Real
sorry.
quick, Sam, before Quokka gets mad and shuts everything down,
Oh, here we go.
we gotta mention Gekken Shoujo Nozaki-kun.
Oh,
all right,
there you go.
That's 12 episodes.
Yeah, the
It's
last
like a little
thing,
romance.
fucking Koga flies
There's
back to
a-
America and says, "You're all fired."
Yeah, manga artist, the girl and the oblivious guy, and she keeps trying to confess to him, and then he doesn't really get it, and it's funny. So
because it's not the constant pedo jokes we make about him that would get us fired. It's the fact that
Nozaki-kun.
that we don't bring up Nozaki.
Put a little fucking respect on that show, Sam. It is a good show, though.
You put respect on it. You know what? I haven't seen it. I'll put it on my plan to watch though. If you're telling me right now.
I mean, y'all need to watch Bakemonogatari too, but. That one's hard. That one's kind of impenetrable. It's hard to get. Not a beginner show. It's
unpunchable.
It's unpunchable.
It takes two punches from One Punch Man to get through that show.
So before, right. Before I ask my next discussion question.
Oh shit.
I want to say, do you guys have any other mentions of like?
Yeah, I gotta mention.
Or love
okay, we mentioned one.
Yeah, I have some.
Yeah, lay it out.
Real quick.
Let's talk about love.
Talking about real, true love.
Here we go.
You can't talk about that without mentioning Sound Euphonium.
Oh.
Kumiko and Reina are the OTP. When she does a little nose boop, that was the most romantic thing I've seen in like years. I'm not even fucking kidding.
Oh man, dude, don't even go there.
So good.
Don't even go there.
Sometimes, if you can't see it, it makes it even better,
All right,
you just got to use your imagination.
All right, what else you got? Or was that it? Were you just
Mac is somewhere sneezing profusely because we just mentioned anime style.
Somebody's talking about me.
Yeah.
Blue Spring Ride is a great 12 episode, 13 episode show.
Aoharu Ride? That's what it's on now.
Yeah. That one's pretty good. And Peach Girl is also another classic for me, at least. I don't know about you guys.
That sounds like a porno.
Peach, it's not. Peach Girl is pretty good. Where is it? I don't know. Scrolling down.
What do you got, Sam?
Listen, I just got a couple of notes here while Danny looks for that. Little Busters. I like the love in that. I don't know. It's kind of a little all over the place, but that anime wasn't like amazing to me. It was, but I can understand.
Everybody take a drink. Sam mentioned Little Busters.
Everyone chill.
Also take a drink earlier for Mario.
And Nadesco. Anyways.
Yeah, Nadesco, and then if he says the Bunko fighting climax, then that's like 5 drinks. So.
Oh, I'm gonna pre-order that.
Which you only played once.
I played one time. It's White Shorts, the fighting game.
All right.
What else? Oh, take a drink because I said White Shorts.
Oh god, that's a sip right there.
Vegeta and Bulma are a better couple than Goku and Chi-Chi. Here's why. Because Vegeta is a dick.
Dragon Ball is like so bad at romance.
Vegeta,
like none in that
but
show.
You know what? When Bulma's being all like cuddly to him, and he's like, "Man, get out of me, bitch, shit." And then Goku like never acts that way to Chi-Chi, but he's never there for her because he's dead.
Seriously.
Or he's off training. Or he's off training.
Like high functioning autistic too.
Yeah, he's like, dude, Chi-Chi, I want to go train with God so I can kill people. You know what I mean? Like,
just give me some rice.
So I can save the world.
Meanwhile, Vegeta's romantic, and he says, "Bring me my drying cloth, woman." That's how you speak to your
Hey, he did say.
spouse.
He did say, "Don't hit my Bulma" when Beerus slapped her in the face.
Did he say that?
He
Or
said
did
my
say
Bulma. No,
something in Japanese because you're watching it in Japanese instead of English.
No, I watched the
like
dub
the
of that
trailer.
episode. He literally said my Bulma.
Okay, good.
Yeah. And
I'm still
and he says
salty
it, and he says it in the Kami no Kami movie too. But what else I got? Okay, Yuri on Ice. Come on, we all know that they love each other. Okay.
If we're going yaoi, if we're gonna go the yaoi route,
I like how Nick wrote barf emoji next to that. You dick. You ass.
You can make history.
I fucking love that show. You're a butt sniffer.
That is a good OP though.
That is a good OP.
love
Also, yeah, no. Oh, I also have to mention this moment because come on, the Fooly Cooly moment. Last
There's
episode.
a bunch of them. I like a different one.
I'm talking about the one at the end that everybody else loves. You know, like where he.
Nah, man, I like the beginning parts. Those are better.
Oh, with Mamimi.
Well, her and then the class prez.
Oh yeah,
the
Nina
rich
Mori.
girl,
Yeah.
politician girl. She's like, I don't know. She just got that tsundere thing going on.
She's
It's
like
ooh.
she's like side character Bae.
Yeah.
She's
it's
the
not
Bae.
really. It's not like really a romance anime. It's like barely.
No, it's not. But I'm just talking about that moment, you know.
Yeah.
But anyways, what else you got, Danny? Or did you find what you were looking for, or were you watching a porno?
Yeah, I'm watching porn.
She's an addict.
We're just
a silent voice is a good romance.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You should go peep game on our review that we did of that, and
I know that movie's really divisive. Actually, apparently it is. I listened to some different podcasts, and people were, up or down on it.
Really?
Yeah. I can link you guys some of the discussions they had. So, yeah.
Yeah, Link. I'd actually be very interested.
A lot of it has to do with like it's different from the manga and like some other things.
God.
Well, there's that. Like, there's reasons that they say things. I don't remember the exact points they made, but it made me rethink. I'm like, oh,
I don't know. It's one of those that I liken that argument to the whole. Oh well, like when you go see a movie in the theater, and it's like, well, in the comic that didn't happen because I like to fart in my own face.
But that's usually what everyone talks about. Really, like, I mean, that's kind of what happened with me with when I started reading Inuyasha and I was watching the TV show at the same time. The TV show swapped some incidents that happened before in the manga, like for example the peach face monster guy. I don't know if you remember that episode, Sam, where Inuyasha it was a new moon and he turned into a human and stuff.
Yeah, his hair becomes black and.
Yeah. Do you remember that episode where
I do.
with the peach tree and stuff?
Yeah.
Well, that like incident happens way early in the manga than it did in the show.
But was that enough to like? Did that ruin something else in the show though?
I mean.
That's what I mean. You know what I mean?
Not really, but I remember. I think Moroku was there or something. I don't remember because I remember in the manga Shippo was there but Moroku wasn't. So, and I don't know, and I can't recall if Moroku was there for the TV show. If y'all want to like confirm this for me, like while you're listening to this, please let me know, like, because my brain is just fried from
for
watching,
our
like,
other
a whole bunch of shit.
Inuyasha fans,
man.
Yeah.
Save it for the Inuyasha podcast.
Here we go.
Jesus Christ.
Save it for the other podcast, Nick.
Yeah. Save it for the other anime podcast.
Save it for the podcast. But.
You mean this podcast?
Yeah, I don't know.
Did either of you guys watch Planets?
No.
That's actually a really good slice of life anime that takes place in space. Speaking of space, the Elon Musk rockets were successful.
Yeah, that was dope.
The other day, they like landed in sync, like upright. It was fucking sick.
So fucking crazy.
Save it for the NASA podcast.
Yeah, save it for the space.
Save it for the space podcast.
Space podcast.
No, but Planet the anime is like, it has some really good romantic parts where these like the two main leads are going for each other and like they kind of fight like normal people and they talk like that. And then there's, I guess I don't want to spoil. There's like some really good parts in space with some romantic moments. I don't want to like exactly spoil what happens, but it's like super good at the end. I gotta rewatch that show, but yeah, that's the type of show that Mac that would be in his 3x3 after he watched it, like guaranteed.
Okay, so here's my thing. Here's my question for the part of the discussion here. What is some really horrible displays of romance or love in an anime that you've seen? You're just like, what is this? This is nothing but a fucking useless plot device and it's stupid and doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? or it's just a poor display of love. Like, how can you say you love that character when he treats you like garbage? You know, that kind of thing.
Oh, you mean like School Days?
Or ReZero? Yeah.
I guess.
Here's one: Goku and Chi-Chi.
Yeah, Goku and Chi-Chi. Jeez.
I don't have one at the top of. I don't have that many at the top of my head at this moment because all the ones that I usually watch are pretty good and I like them.
Yeah.
So
usually what happens
I can't really answer that.
That's kind of like if you're watching a romance and they just fuck up the romance and everyone just drops those. So.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, right away, yeah.
I guess like I'll give one that like a lot of people really like this one. It's Plastic Memories from a couple years ago.
Oh yeah.
That was the one with it's kind of like Chobits, I think you said. I haven't seen Chobits yet, but it's
Oh, Chobits is so good.
Cherbits?
Oh, that's another one. Chobits is a romance.
Yeah, it's spoofed on a couple of, or not spoofed. It had like some homages to other stuff, but like, so Plastic Memories, we talked about it way back, but I said basically, it knew how to start and it knew how to finish, but it didn't know what to do in between. So like, you have this robot girl, and she, you know, it's the dying girl trope. She only has a limited amount of time to be you know, have her brain chip in there or whatever. I'm saying details wrong, but you get the idea. So she has a limited amount of time, and then the guy falls in love with her, and then blah blah blah. Stuff happens in the middle, and then there's like this really, you know, great moment at the end. But then, what about the middle? Like they just.
Right.
It's like someone took a big ass bite out of your burger, so now you got a U-shaped burger. That's what that show is.
It's the greatest analogy I've ever heard.
Yeah, it has a high score on Mel. I mean, I think people should still check it out. I just really had a problem with like the middle section. It didn't really. It just had it's just like so tropey and not that good, you know. I mean, but the beginning and the end had 2 good episodes. So, yeah, I would say that's one less great example.
Yeah, I knew. Now that you're saying it, I guess
Toradora.
Oh, I guess.
Were you gonna say something? I'll go after you.
No. I was just gonna say I guess when I was asking the question, I was thinking of things like ReZero and the things I have written down. But
ReZero, I love Amelia. Dude, there's like this beautiful episode where Rem is like confessing for literally 20 minutes, and she like pours her heart out to him, and then he's just like, "Sorry, I love Amelia."
Yeah. Like not
like
that
a meme now.
Not that he's like supposed to reciprocate the feelings, but it's just like he's so stupid that he can't.
Well, everything's
see,
like leading up to it. Like he
right.
Probably, I don't know. Yeah, he probably should have gone with Rem, but
I mean, I would have. But like, I don't know. I guess when I ask the question, now that I think about it, there isn't really a lot of like, I don't know. I just like know that I have seen the kind of complaint where, oh, like the love in that show is just a plot device. It doesn't mean shit. It doesn't further the conflict or what. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't add to it. It's just like whatever.
Oh,
I was just trying to ask for those examples. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay. Like Sword Art Online. I'm trying to think. Does that have like? It's like a harem. He's with Asuna, but he also has basically a harem and doesn't add anything. Like,
well, I mean, the whole point of the second arc is to rescue her, and because he loves her, you know. But I mean, yeah, I guess.
No, like every single girl just falls in love with Kirito, and like it's not needed.
Okay, yeah, that part's not needed. Yeah. Like Elizabeth is like in love with him, the weapons chick, and yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right, fam. You're right.
Yeah, you're right.
Super Lovers, I didn't particularly care for. I did not understand the romance in that show whatsoever. I watched a little bit.
I was like gonna watch
that, and
I
was just like,
I was gonna watch that, and then I remember you saying something like,
Yeah, like I really didn't. I didn't get it. I honestly did not understand the relationship between Ren and Haru.
Didn't that show have the older guy teach the younger kid how to masturbate? Wasn't that part of the show?
What the fuck?
I have no idea.
Oh, did you drop it before that part?
I think you're talking about
season 2, which they made a second season of.
No, you're talking about Baka no Pico.
Boku no Pico?
Boku no Pico.
Well, I think I'm talking about both because that's what I heard. People saying super lovers. The kid didn't know how to masturbate, so he's like,
I don't know.
Let me show you.
But
Let me show you.
I'm looking at like the licensors on Mal, like who licensed it, and Funimation is licensed for it. So I wonder if they have a dub for it.
Oh, I have
now.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm kind of curious. No, now I'm kind of curious on like how.
I'm pretty sure that's what happens in it.
I have the
Quote
perfect
me.
example of dumb love. Like, that was not needed. It was stupid, and I don't know if this was in the manga or not, but frickin' Elfen Lied.
Yes.
Oh, I bought that, but I haven't seen it yet.
I
bought it for
okay,
lulz.
so I love that
It was like
anime
$15.
I love that anime for a very specific set of reasons, but I know how bad that show is. It's just a bad show. You know what I mean? Like it,
So
and
bad.
you know, like, and I'm just gonna spoil it.
I used to like that show, but then I realized, so like I watched it again. I'm just all like, this is crap.
But then you turned 14.
Why did I like it?
Yeah, I love the show because of the very dark things in it, but I hate it because because of how bad it is.
Stupid.
It is stupid.
Yeah.
It's poorly executed. You know, and it's just very poorly executed.
It really it like the goriness and like the premise of Lucy is great.
Yeah.
You know, they could have really did something with that. But then all of a sudden she had to get fucking amnesia, and like
speaking of
all
amnesia,
of a
that's
sudden,
another anime that's really bad.
all of a sudden like freaking lives with that kid. I forget his name. But like that whole romantic premise, it just didn't make sense at all. And then like as the show progressed and the plot like thickened, it was just like, this is bad. Like
Oh, you know what I'm doing? I'm looking at my completed list. Oh my god, we gotta cut that part out. I just burped. That was gross. But looking at my completed list, I have a lot of higher rated shows. But if I look to my dropped, I have stuff like Clockwork Planet.
Oh god.
Where this girl made out of clocks, she like fillets the guy's hand. She just, like sucks on his fingers in episode 1.
the hell?
And it's so raunchy, and there's no need for any of that. Oh,
yeah, that
boy.
was
I don't
really
really have-
was really fucking weird. Like, it was just like, why?
That was
really
such a
have
bad
any,
show, but so funny.
I don't really have any romance that I dropped aside from Super Lovers.
I
Super
had
Lovers
like
dropped.
complaints with Toradora. I know that's classic and everyone needs to see it. But like,
I actually still have not seen Toradora.
I think it's the type of show that appeals to a slightly younger audience, like I would say early 20s or younger, because I mean obviously anybody could like it, but that's the main demographic. But because it's like these characters are kind of immature, they don't communicate well enough, and Taiga is like she's just toxic as a person, and then at the same time the boy, I forgot his name, it's like Ryuji, I think. He's like picking Taiga. This is not really a spoiler, but he's like, I don't know, he's going after like the wrong girls. Like both the girls he goes after are not the right ones. Like there's
Oh, I see what you mean.
Like, they're
He's
just
kinda
not
dense
good people.
He's dense about love. And he doesn't.
No, he's
know
not
who,
dense.
like-
He's just stupid. He's not stupid either. Like he can understand what people are saying to him. He's not like a typical harem protagonist. Like
Right.
he can think and talk and stuff. That's like why Toradora is pretty good. Is like the characters are, they have personalities, but like, he just picks the wrong girl. It's like, what are you doing? Yeah, that's my complaint. Other people are gonna be like, no, you're wrong, Nick. Waifu wars. This other girl's better.
Waifu wars.
I declare waifu war.
1, 2, 3, 4. I declare waifu war.
Oh man,
That should be on the show intro.
in before Flame Nick. Yeah, no, like the reason I brought up Elfen Lied is because this fucking chick Lucy fucking murdered the main character's like parents and sister and shit, and at the end of it, he's like,
Yeah.
"I love you," actually. And it's like, what?
Yeah, it's so like, dude, she murdered your family. Like, how can you love
Just
her?
like Romeo and Juliet, right?
How can you rob someone who brings
dumb.
dishonor on family?
So dumb.
Yeah, but anyway, I don't know. I guess when I asked that question, I didn't really realize. Maybe it's because we all have good taste. I don't fucking know. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's fucking weird. But like, romance in anime is like, I'm about it. Okay, like if
It's really easy to enjoy. Like, I don't think.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, it's really like.
Yeah, you don't think, Danny,
Like-
do you?
I don't. Yeah, I'm dumb.
Sorry, I had to say it.
I'm dumb. Now I forgot what I was going to say. Sam, you go ahead.
Orange. Remember Orange?
I didn't like Orange.
I didn't like it either.
Actually.
I remember Quokka showing us images of like the bad animation in it.
Yeah, and then I started screen capping and stuff because it looked fucking dumb. Like,
Well, no, the first episode looked good, and then they're just like, fuck it.
yeah.
Orange was whatever. I didn't really particularly care for it.
I know everybody likes the manga for Orange, and I like if you want that story, just read the manga. That's
Let's
what I've
do
heard.
let's
Kind
do
of
an
like Berserk.
episode. Let's do an episode called Orange versus Citrus.
Dude, citrus? I like citrus.
Oh my god.
It's simple.
I like citrus too,
Simple.
actually.
I personally like Fanta, but
I like Dasani mango.
just
Or actually, sorry, white peach.
the shawny. I like
so
the
I've-
shawny.
I did pick up a couple shows that I enjoy. Lovely Complex and also Skip Beat. I don't know why Skip Beat was on the
Skip
list.
Beat. I've been wanting to read that.
Because have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I want to read it actually. I haven't really like the show didn't really like catch my eye. It was more I always saw it in a bookstore all the time and I always wanted to pick it up and read it, but I just never did. So, but I hear really good
This is
things
the one about
it.
the
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like an idol, like or
Yeah, they're
not.
both like 24 episodes. Yeah, the Skip Beat's about this girl who's trying to be like a TV talent girl.
Yeah,
But she's trying to get revenge on her on the boy that scorned her, who's also like a celebrity. So that's kind of a cool plot. Like she shows up to the audition and's like, and they're like, "What's your favorite word?" And she writes down vengeance. Like she has like so much fire and anger, but at the same time she can kind of do stuff too. So I've only gotten a few episodes in.
It's not
But
fucking. It's like a love triangle too, though, right? Like, cause
I think so. I haven't gotten far enough. That's the thing. Like, there's not really a romance early on. I'm assuming it comes later. So
okay, well,
as far as romance, I can't necessarily say. But it was on the list. It was on
Skip-
the list of things to watch.
So Skippy, I Google imaged it, and I immediately found a screen cap of a character that's automatically gonna make me watch this anime. Fucking
yeah.
Chicken Face Johnson in the chef outfit.
Dude, speaking of Chicken Face Johnson, Lovely Complex. I got a few episodes into that one too. It's like there's a tall girl and a short guy. That's basically the story, right? And they're best friends. And everyone's like, well, they should just be together. They obviously are great. And it's like, it's super funny. The reaction faces are fucking hysterical. Like the girl's face, especially the girl, like they make her make the dumbest looking face. And then it snaps back into like the anime face where she like looks pristine and everything. And it's fucking great.
Are
And
you
like,
saying
even
there's
the
a
first few
chicken-
episodes are like, they're really engaging. Like I was like glued to it. I was like, oh shit.
Are you saying there's a chicken in that one?
Dude, her face looks like a chicken a couple of times. She looks like a bird for a second.
Okay, then I don't. She looks like a bird for a second.
But yeah, that one's pretty good. It's not quite as well animated as like Ouran High School. That one's like really well animated. But like yeah, it I don't know. Like I guess it still looks really good as far as like faces. But if we're talking like bad animation, but still really good, His and Her Circumstances. I mentioned that in the chat earlier to you guys.
Yeah.
Or,
That's kind of an oldie, isn't it?
Karikano. Yeah, it's from the late 90s. It's directed by Hideaki Anno. He was adapting some other source material.
Right. Oh, Karikano. I read the manga.
Yeah, Karikano, His and Her Circumstances. And that one's like super good. I know you guys hate Digibro, but he says that's like his favorite all-time anime romance.
Never mind, I hate it.
I just poisoned it. By the
You
way,
shouldn't
I
have
love you,
mentioned
Digibro.
Digibro.
You should join us. For
No.
the podcast. No, but like the what makes His and Her Circumstances great is like just like the characters act so real. Like the girl is from this like lower middle class family, and the boy is from this super upper class like rich people family, and it's like a collision of worlds, and they're both top students. And like she acts like all wacky at home, but then all like regular at school and everything. And they're like the perfect couple, and they're trying to. It's cool because it does like the Hideaki Anno thing where you go into the characters, you got their inner monologues going on, and stuff, and it's, it's just like super good. Even though they had like no budget, the animation is but it's cool. So yeah, check it out. I just talked for like 5 minutes.
Nice one. Nice one, dude.
So, and for that one, go ahead. Last mention. I think about 2/3 of the way through that show. I haven't actually finished it yet. I'm in the middle of watching it. So Hideaki Anno quits the production of that one. I think roughly around episode 16 or so. So the way Digi described it, gotta mention him again, is that just try to think of that last arc without Anno directing. Try to think of that last arc as like extras, because it kind of ends before that. So if you can look past that, it's still really good for whatever section he was involved with. Because there's like
Does it have a manga? Does it have a manga?
Yeah, but the thing is, he did the thing with like the K-On! Manga was okay, right? But then the anime is way better. He did the thing where he made the anime better.
Oh,
so
okay.
I would still probably check out the manga anyway. I'm sure it's also pretty good. But yeah, like the first like 2/3 of the show is super, super good.
Nice.
Yeah, you know what? I'm looking back at all my questions. I don't know what I'd recommend for a romance thing at all.
Kiss him, not me.
There you go.
That was okay. That was okay.
Yeah.
That one's great.
It was good in the beginning.
Like, there's some bad moral messages in there, I think.
It was great in the beginning. Like, it was like hilarious.
I don't know. I loved it through and through, but like at the same time, it was kind of out there with all of the people, like all of the guys and the girl who liked her in the end. But like, I was rooting for Senpai. I don't know about you guys, but I was rooting for him.
Okay, you want to talk about "I Die for You" love right here?
All
right, let's
fucking
go.
Gunbuster.
I die for
fucking
you.
Gunbuster.
Gunbuster. Oh, I guess it did have a little. It had a love story among 100 other things.
Coach.
Dude, stop. So like the NFL playoffs. I was always imagining the
Save
Gunbuster
it for the
fight.
football podcast there.
No, but just picture this. You put Stephon Diggs and Adam Thielen inside the Gunbuster, and they're talking about Coach, a.k.a. Zimmer. Like, we have to work together. And then you shop in all these like enemy teams and stuff.
Fucking Patriots and shit.
Well, we didn't play them, but we got wrecked.
Anyway, shout out to the Eagles.
Podcast.
Yeah, save it for the round of the NFL. Yeah. No, you know what though?
Shout out to the Eagles. Congratulations for winning the Super Bowl.
So here's my finale question, okay, for this episode, because when I first watched this anime, I fucking loved it, but apparently a lot of people just hate it for whatever weird reason, okay, because they're elitist and they're nitpicky. I don't know. What do you think of Angel Beats?
Oh, Angel Beats. Did
Didn't
that
really
have that
care
much of
for
a
it.
romance?
Dude, are you kidding me?
Dude, I saw this a long time ago. I think it had an arc with a romance. Oh, yeah, the last arc was romance, right?
It's like at the end, It's like it builds up to it, and at the end,
Oh, with where they're playing baseball, right?
Well, that's where it started. But I mean, like, it's like at the end, at the end they finally admit that they love each other, and then because of their
Spoilers.
limbo, she disappears, and he's like, no. And he's like crying and shit.
I think
I never really watched it. I didn't really like. I kind of like skipped that show. A lot of people keep telling me to watch
it's
it,
a
but I'm
popular
just
one.
like,
You should watch it just to have an opinion on it. You know what I'm saying?
It's one of those popular shows like that has a lot
it's
of
another
haterade.
young person show. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think if you're a
it's-
young person, you're gonna like it more.
It's one of those popular shows that's got haterade from the older elitist anime watchers.
Because what happened is it was supposed to be 2 seasons, I think. They had enough material for 2, and they just crammed a lot in there, and they had to like kind of rush through it. So it's a little bit of a cluster. It's like a much better version of Charlotte. If some remember Charlotte.
Yeah, I remember
From oh god, who's the guy who did that?
Oh, excuse
writer
me.
of that.
Sorry. No, they're the same writer. Angel Beats and Charlotte are the same.
I know. What's the guy's name again?
Oh, it's here. I have it right here. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold,
Jun Maeda.
please.
Jun Maeda. There we go.
Oh, yeah, you found it. You got it before me.
Anyway,
You got it before me.
I don't know. Every time I see like the poster for it, like online and stuff, I don't know. I think it's the art.
I don't.
Danny,
I don't
Danny,
really
are you going to the
categorize it
gas
as a
station
heavy
later?
Romance, though.
Danny, are you going
I'm
to
sorry, Sam. What was that?
Are you going to the gas station later? Because if you're
No.
going to the gas station later,
You're
you
an asshole.
you should give me haterade like you're getting.
I'm not hating on it. It's just I really don't have like a personal opinion.
you haven't seen it
Yeah,
yet.
I'll take fruit punch haterade. Thank you.
That was actually good.
But no,
Oh,
I
man.
understand though. I understand why.
It's the same thing with Clannad. Like that certain
That one had a better
art
romance
style.
than Angel Beats.
I just don't particularly care for.
You don't like the
That
bug
has-
people?
Not really. No.
That had a
It's the same thing. It's the same thing with Air. I don't know if you
Yeah,
remember
those had
Air.
even
Air,
more bug
like,
people in canon.
Yeah, like it's just
Yeah.
weird and like.
well, Jun Maeda did
I
Clannad
don't know.
too, right? Or he did the music for it. That's right.
Yeah, he did some. I don't actually remember,
He did the music.
but
It's
yeah,
the same thing like with Elfen Lied. Elfen Lied had this certain style that like is similar to School Days, and I'm just like, ugh.
Yeah.
bleh,
oh, the
grow
character
up.
style. Yeah.
He
What'd you guys
wanted
think
to
of?
bug people?
God, you guys had another quick recommendation. Nisekoi. If you haven't seen that yet, best Shaft show ever.
Nisekoi
Better
is-
than Monogatari. Better than Madoka. Fight me right now, Nisekoi.
Nisekoi is like it's kind of cute. It's a cutesy.
I just triggered everybody.
But there's more to it though, like with the pendants and all that stuff.
It's one of those shows that fucking blue balls you. But in the manga, they do finish it, so maybe there'll be a season 3.
That's what
or
she
some of
said.
these. Dude, and Best Girl, I don't remember exactly, but I'm pretty sure Best Girl wins.
Best
So,
girl.
GG.
Best
Dude,
gorilla.
Chitoge is the best gorilla, for real.
Best gorilla.
She's so fucking cute, dude. Like, her character, and then, like, her voice, too. Oh.
Oh. Okay. Well, I just I
mean,
asked because I enjoyed it when I watched it the first time because I watched Angel Beats on Netflix. That's when I first started getting.
Yeah,
back
that's where
into
I
it.
saw it. That's where I saw it.
That's when I first started getting back
like,
into.
I don't think it's that romantic of an anime. It's really not that romantic.
Dude, but the whole
It's more bittersweet.
you're bitter. Okay, you know what, Nick? Just shut up.
There's not like a romance arc. There's like
The romance.
you're just trying to rant. Save it for the Angel Beats podcast, Sam. All right.
Save it for the angel. Save it for the rant podcast. Yeah. Save it for the
Oh
I was
my
born in 1990 podcast. Okay.
Save it
I think
for after
we
the
all
rain.
were born in 1990.
No, Nick was born
Close
in
enough.
'89.
You're the snake, baby. You're of Dragon Ball
What?
fucking Z.
What?
Dragon Ball Z.
Nick is older than me? This is impossible.
Yeah, Nick is a snack.
That's impossible.
This is impossible.
That's Ron Probable. Shout out to Kim Possible.
Dude, we are all like about to get our AARP. We got dentures coming. You know. We're so
and
old.
our bifocals.
So let us know what you guys think. Okay, like what's some good examples of display of love in anime, and what's some really horrible ones? Because you know what? Now I'm really curious. Because
bad ones.
Yeah, I actually want to know if there are any bad romance.
Oh, there's a lot.
I bet there are, but I don't know them. You know what I mean?
I bet there are, but I don't know who they. I don't know what they are.
The recent season, Koi to Uso, everybody was really disappointed with the ending of that. That was the one where everybody had arranged marriages, and the whole country of Japan had arranged marriages. Like you were just paired up.
Well, that was a couple seasons ago, yeah.
Yeah, and people were disappointed with that one. I didn't actually finish that, but that's one example.
I loved the art in that one, though. What's it called? Love and Lies? That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, the art in that was, like, I don't know why it was super fucking cute, but it just was. Like, the eyes were all big and shit. But, I'll have to watch that, because I never finished it. I know I watched it for, like, the beginning seasonal thing, but, no, yeah, but let us know, though. Let us know in the comments, or let us know on Discord. Poopy poop, whatever. Shananananikwa.
Deep beep boopy.
So you know,
Spice and Wolf and White Album 2.
Okay, yeah, there you go. Those are good.
We talked about Spice and Wolf a little while back,
and we talked about White Album 2 also.
We had kind of a third of an episode dedicated to it. So
yep. And when I say White Album 2, say White Album 2, I mean the title has to say White Album and the number 2.
Yeah.
Not, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Okay, just watch that shit. It's good. Fucking airport scene. Kill me. Kill me right now.
Classic.
No, I'm glad you made me watch that one because I actually liked it.
I don't know. My favorite.
It wasn't
Spice and Wolf.
Yeah.
Wolf might be my favorite romance anime.
Spice and Wolf displayed romance really good, and I'm actually surprised that nor you or I didn't bring it up until just now. But
well, it's too obvious. I mean, come on.
That's true. I mean, we did a whole ep on it for Thanksgiving, so you should go and watch that.
Actually, Bakemonogatari specifically, that might be at least a couple of the arcs in it.
Bachananakari.
With Senjugahara, her little arcs.
The Hatagi crab.
Yeah. Is it Hitagi End? I don't know if that's the title of the arc. Anyway, I'm not a Monogatari expert. I've only seen it once.
You're an arc. So anyway, you should.
How about that Shinji Asuka romance?
How about that Shinji Kaoru romance?
That technically was actually.
Come on, yeah, there was a little something.
Dude, and I don't want to spoil. I'll just say, in the short time that Kaoru was in the show, he had like more power than, or like more influence than most characters in an entire season.
and it was like okay because the way it was written was like, what?
Yeah,
it was like okay, I'm gonna go along with this. Because I don't know how else to go with it. Like,
no, I'm just saying, like you can have a great little arc in a short time. I won't say spoils, but
no spoilerinos, pleaserinos.
Dude, we're gonna do an Ava episode.
So everyone,
Ava drops
the fourth movie
streaming platforms,
and the fourth movie maybe,
or if they release it on streaming platform, which I don't know if they will, because it's got to be in some kind of licensing hell or something.
Did I give you back your DVD collection? Anyway, save it for the Ava podcast.
Dude, we're doing that one day.
Here's the on-running joke of this episode. Save it for the X podcast.
you know where I got that from, Sam?
What?
Around the NFL.
Oh, do they say that on their line?
Yeah, he says that all the time.
It's like
my boy Dan Hansis.
Save it for the whatever podcast.
Yeah.
Oh god, it's funny. I gotta listen to that podcast more. Anyway, save it for the NFL podcast.
He always says like banged in a big spot.
Banged in a big spot. We're bringing that phrase back on the show right now. So leave us in the comments or let us know on Discord or whatever, iTunes review, blah, blah, blah. You should leave us some iTunes reviews, actually, because that would be nice. And then we can read them on the show, and then we can give you a shout-out, and then maybe we could give you some loving. And by loving, I mean I'll give you a hand job. Anyway, let us know some examples of bad displays of love in anime, because now I'm, like, super curious. I want to know. Tell me. Tell Danny. Tell Nick.
I want to know. Can you show me?
They'll be like, Nick, look at...
Okay, Phil Collins.
Nick, save it for the... Phil Collins podcast. But like, go
for the Tarzan podcast.
All you gotta do, that was a good movie. You gotta walk up to Danny and just be like, Danny, look at this fucking manga right here with this fucking Diamond Jim Brady.
That was a
over
good
here.
romance. Tarzan and Jane.
Diamond Jim Brady over here with young Shanae. Look at my skirt. Okay, like their love sucks. Just fucking.
I like how this whole episode we just kind of rattled off shows and we didn't really say why, like what makes a good romance.
Why to watch it? Yeah.
We did. We did a little bit.
What makes a good romance?
We did a little bit. So, anyways,
you know what? Hot people. That's what makes a good
hot
romance.
people. That's what makes it.
Exactly.
And banging.
6-pack abs, bright blue eyes on the dude, big old
And if you
titties
have
on the
sparkles, like when you smile, if literal sparkles come out.
And if you're
There you
in a gay relationship, all you need is big everything, and you're good.
Nanbaka is like that.
There you go.
It's all sparkly
Danny,
and
your
shit.
whole catalog is just Fujo show. It has to have the Fujo design with the giant hands and the hawk-like features
And the butt touching.
and like 10 different hair color styles.
Like in Yawamushi Pedal, he touches the butt.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
And I only know that 'cause of
I
the
love that
gif.
show.
But
There's
anyway,
some good dojins. I've seen.
Love that
Any-
I've read a couple of them.
Dojins. Anyway, let us know. Let us know on the Discord. Let us know on Twitter. Nick is on the Twitter. Danny's on the
Oh,
Twitter.
one with a female. Are they all male in that show?
They're all males.
Okay, there was a spin-off then. I didn't read the male one. I read the one. with
Oh
the
yeah, there
female.
is a spin-off of
I don't know.
Of Yawamushi
Basically, they
Pedal.
park
I
their
haven't
bikes
watched it yet.
and they just kind of
Yeah.
unzip the little thingies and they just put the pee in the hoo-ha.
So you can follow. So. Shut the fuck up. Okay, let's try to end the show. You can. You can put the pee in the hoo-ha. That's how we're gonna propose sex to people now. It's like, do you want to put the pee in the hoo-ha? Anyway, you can follow Nick on Twitter at Blind Freeman. You can follow Danny. She is Dancing Danny, and I'm Phantasma Justera on Twitter. And then you should also follow the Anime Summit Twitter. You can talk to us on there too if you're not a part of the Discord. And also, I just need to mention, because we do have listeners who are only listening to our content on YouTube, you guys can expect the video to come out on YouTube every Saturday. Okay? Because I know not everyone has like a podcast app or wants to download a podcast app. You just listen straight up on YouTube, and that's totally cool. Every Saturday is when that comes out. And yeah, leave us a comment on there if you're waiting for the YouTube video. And
every Thursday we upload.
So you guys are
RSS
getting it a
feed.
couple days after, but that's okay. It's not that much after. Don't worry about it. Just calm down.
It's like a day.
Yeah, relax. Jesus Christ.
Calm down.
Why are you yelling
man.
Why are you yelling at my girl Danny right now? What the fuck is your problem?
Yeah, gosh.
Yeah, leave Nick out of it. He didn't do shit.
No, Sam, you're gonna have to put a bunch of images in this video, right? Are you ready for that?
No.
Finding like 100 images.
Oh god. I think I had over 30 for that last one. So anyway, speaking of
That one's easy though.
Speaking of the last one too, I'm gonna have a contest with that. So follow us on YouTube, youtube.com/Anime Summit. Follow us on Twitter at Anime Summit. Leave reviews.
Go on stars.
Go on iTunes. Leave us 5 stars. Tell Nick that you love him, that he's handsome. Tell Danny
Like
that
and
she's
thumbs up that
tell
YouTube.
Danny that she's beautiful with her face, and then leave a comment for me saying, "Sam, you are so gay and stupid." But I love that you love.
You're not stupid.
But I love that you love Nadesco, even though it's a stupid love for it.
Take a shot because he said Nadesco.
Take a shot because she said Nadesco. Yes. Y. Schwartz, born in
I'm just trying to
1990.
kill people now. Yeah, 19.
Liver disease. Nabisco scale. So there you go. She's been Danny. She's been Sam.
Peace.
He's been Nick. You should listen to us every week. We have been the Anime Summit Podcast. You know, you should save it for the Boom Stop Podcast, okay, Nick?